Welcome to the Hobby Movie, the Cycle Where Last Valerian back again. I think I'm doing the stream. Yeah, we need to do the reactions, and then we need to go here. Alright, there we go. Now, welcome to the Hobby Movie, the Cycle Where Last Valerian back again. We're going to be reacting to this hour-long thing here real quick. I was going to play some games. I couldn't get that done. Long story short, it's the fact that I have to worry about the weather, right? And the power turning out. And it's more specifically playing online. I mean, I don't want anything to happen to my console, of course, because I don't really have a lot of money right now. But the point is, I don't really want anything to happen to the console, but I feel like that might be fine. It's just the main thing. The main thing is I just don't want the thing going off when I'm playing online, right? Especially with Tekken 8, because I don't want any problems with my account. I know I haven't left one time, ever. I haven't left one time.
It's Tom here. I'm here with
but
Sean and
still,
Clock, for a dev update on 2XKO. Last month, we announced that we were revisiting our plans for Alpha Lab 2. And after that, we know you had a lot of questions, wanted to know what we've been working on ever since our first Alpha Lab last August. So in this video, we're going to catch you all up. We'll go over all the big gameplay changes since Alpha Lab 1, and walk you through our newest champion, Jinx, and finish off with the dev show match. First, let's talk about how Alpha Lab 2 fits into our overall development plan. Until now, the focus has been getting our core gameplay right by building and testing demos of the game at events like EVO and Combo Breaker. And your feedback here has really helped keep us on track. At this point, we're feeling pretty confident about the core game, and so we're entering a new stage of development and shifting our focus to the mountain of surrounding work that it takes to launch a really great game. This is stuff like back-end servers, improving matchmaking, localization, and UI. Alpha Lab 2 was intended to be a larger scale playtest on the road to launch, but as we were putting it together, we find ourselves having to make some short-term trade-offs that could end up ultimately delaying the launch of the game. So we've decided to downsize that test in the spirit of getting the full game out to everyone as soon as we can. We're still planning a large-scale playtest closer to the actual launch, and as we dial in the details, we'll continue to put the game together and keep you in the loop. Since we know you're itching for news, for the entire rest of this video, we're just going to show you all the things we've been working on ever since Alpha Lab 1. You ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
All right,
so I want to talk about the first of the four areas, gameplay and control simplicity. So we just received a lot of feedback that inputs felt confusing, inconsistent, and that there's actually some that overlapped and you're trying to do one thing, but you got the wrong outcome. So what we did was we took a look at the controls and the gameplay, and we simplified and consolidated a lot of these things. I'm going to start with the first one, launchers and anti-airs. So if you remember before in Alpha Lab 1, down heavy was your anti-air, and down forward heavy was your launcher. And this is pretty confusing. So what we did was we made it so that just down heavy is your launcher that has anti-air properties. So go ahead and jump at me, Clock. You're able to have a little invincibility there, and you can follow up with a combo, which is great. But this is also your launcher. So there's no more launcher plus anti-air as separate things. And you notice that some characters that had one, or the other, they just remain with one. But characters like Darius and a few others, we actually kept that move on their kit with a different input. So this button for Darius used to be his anti-air. This is now forward and heavy, so you can still use it for pressure and combo routes and things like that.
Okay.
I also want to talk about sweeps and overheads. So before, the input for overhead used to be forward and medium, and we got a lot of feedback that people were like, hey, I'm running after people and I'm trying to hit medium to start pressure or combo, but I'm actually getting my overhead, and it didn't feel very good. So there are now characters that have overheads, they're now on down, forward, and medium. And we're trying to consolidate that, as well as sweep is down, forward, heavy. So anybody that has a sweep, it's on down, forward, heavy.
Okay.
And then the other thing I want to talk about was team button simplification. Forward plus team to call your forward assist, especially out of block, was a little bit of a struggle because sometimes you would get push block and then, lose a bar, and it just wasn't very intuitive with how you'd want to pressure folks. So now, you just press team, that does your old forward assist.
Okay.
Just like before, holding back and hitting team, that does your back assist. Then you might be wondering like, well, hey, how do I do tag launcher? Because I used to press team for that. Well, we wanted to make it consistent and easy to remember. If down and heavy is your launcher with anti-air properties, then down and team is your tag launcher.
Okay.
And so those are
pretty
consistent now and easy to remember.
I mean, of course, I have to see how it actually works, like to yourself, especially anybody that anybody that was used to the other thing. You have to probably just see how it works, right? But I feel like from what they're explaining, it does sound like it would be more consistent. But of course, you still need to get the game in your hands to be able to know. But so far, everything's getting pretty good.
Assist or a running assist. We removed that from the game except for in Sidekick Fuse, which is
crap. I also forgot that I have not done this yet.
The reason we removed it was it actually
make
led
sure
to
that people
pretty
are
stale
going to
gameplay
be able to
across
talk to me
all
if
teams.
anybody shows
You
up.
sit full screen, you hold forward or back plus team, you send your assist across, and you see what happens. If it hit, you handshake tag and you do a big combo. If they blocked it, you handshake tag and you do pressure. If they jump, you handshake tag and then you jump and air throw or launch or anti-air. And then they're like, well, I'm just going to hit the assist. Well, then you punch them with your point for hitting it. So on top of that, too, it actually allowed for a lot of follow-ups that we really didn't intend for. And it just started to make kits a little bit more homogenized than we like. I'll give you an example, like Darius S2 knocks you really far away, outside of the corner. But with charge assists, you could just hold it and run across the screen and follow up. So again, it made a lot of the situations and outcomes pretty similar. So we're excited to separate that out a little bit.
Looking at the next section, a lot of what they said there.
So we're excited across all bits culture. And so those are pretty consistent now and easy to remember.
Sorry, everybody.
In Alpha Lab 1, used to be able to hold forward plus team or hold back plus team to get a charge assist or a running assist. We removed that from the game except for in Sidekick Fuse, which is a new fuse I'll talk about in a bit. But the reason we removed it was it actually led to some pretty stale gameplay across all teams. When you sit full screen, you hold forward or back plus team, you send your assist across, and you see what happens. If it hit, you handshake tag and you do a big combo. If they blocked it, you handshake tag and you do pressure. If they jump, you handshake tag and then you jump and air throw or launch or anti-air. And then they're like, well, I'm just going to hit the assist. Well, then you punch them with your point for hitting it. So on top of that, too, it actually allowed for a lot of follow-ups that we really didn't intend for. And it just started to make kits a little bit more homogenized than we like. I'll give you an example, like Darius S2 knocks you really far away, outside of the corner. But with charge assists, you could just hold it and run across the screen and follow up. So again, it made a lot of the situations and outcomes pretty similar. So we're excited to
basically nerfing something because it was kind of annoying. Yeah, I agree.
Super input simplification.
This dude is me. This dude is me that works at that company. Clearly.
Yeah, we got that.
Trip it over his words, like I do, like I just literally did.
Being a struggle on some peripherals in particular, but even on ones that folks were mixed about. So we removed that as the input for supers, and now made it a lot easier. Now the input is hitting any normal plus special. So for Super 1, I can do S1 plus L, and that will go ahead and do the super for Darius. But you notice I can do any normal with this S1 to get that super. So I can do M plus S1. I can do S1 plus H. They all give me that S1 super.
Sean, what about S2 super?
Oh yeah, S2 super. Same thing. So you hit S2 plus any normal button. So
okay.
S2
what about
plus
level
L
3?
Gives me that S2 super. S2 plus M, same thing, and then S2 plus H. This is important for us because, one, it's a struggle, we know, to do like down on analog sticks. But two, like you might have your button set up on your peripheral in a way where one normal might be better positioned to hit with that special than a different one. So we really want you to have the best way to get these things out. And that's, so it should be pretty straightforward and easy. Also, want to talk a little bit about ultimates.
There we go.
S1 plus S2.
Okay.
That does your ultimate now. You may have noticed just here that they cost 3 bars now. This is pretty important because we really wanted to make them feel impactful and a little bit rare. And so when you see them, they hit. We've adjusted the damage accordingly as well. And also, we also adjusted meter gain. And then I want to talk a little bit about happy birthdays. Specifically, I know some of you, myself included, may have been in Alpha Lab. You got this happy birthday, clock's 9 over here, and one of the characters falls out. And if it's their point character and they punish you while you're still doing the combo, you're like, why did they get punished for hitting both of their characters at once? What is happening here? So we reduced global hit pause and made some key adjustments to counter hit pause as well in order to remove some of those cases where the happy birthday would just drop unexpectedly. And to a similar effect, assists no longer enter the battlefield if the point champions hit before the assist lands. Those reductions actually make combos a little bit shorter and made the game feel quite a bit faster. One other thing I want to talk about here too was parry. So we heard a lot of pain around parrying a physical attack and then accidentally getting another parry afterwards, causing you to not only whiff that parry, but lose that meter and then get punched by your opponent. You're like, hey, this is a sharp reversal of fortune. Can we not do that? And so, so we took that out, of course. On physical hit, I'll go ahead and parry it. Finally, we increased input consistency in various advanced situations, like when you're double tapping and character canceling. So folks that were using those techniques should find things a lot more consistent. We made some changes to fuses and other core gameplay.
I don't believe I was doing that. So
based on a lot of stuff that we heard, And I actually kind of wanted to talk a little bit about new fuses and Pulse. Starting a little bit with Pulse, folks had a lot of really great feedback around it. You may have seen, the message I shot out last month, talking about, hey, that fact that's not a fuse anymore, and more specifically, folks wanted to pair it with like other fuses in the game, especially when they're duoing and bringing their friend onto their team. They still wanted to use a fuse and maybe have their friend use Pulse while they didn't use it. We actually have it as a toggle in Champ Select. Anybody can turn it on and off at that moment to try it out. So let's know what you think. So let's get into Champ Select. Luckily, it remembers the last selection. So I'll go Yasuo. There it is. So you notice here at the bottom, it says Pulse Combo. So any of us can hit this button. You see at the top, the old Pulse icon appears, and that means that you have Pulse enabled. And just as a reminder, Pulse, will let you mash light, medium, or heavy, and they'll go into like a short combo. And if you have the meter, it'll do a super. There's still like much better combos to do out there, but it's a really great start if you want to get in there and have a good time and start to learn the flow of what.
And then just kind of like understand what you can do from certain moves.
We also made a small change to Pulse in which we still wanted you to be able to chain like light attacks, so you can hold back or down back and mash light, and you'll just get chainable light attacks and not the whole Pulse combo.
So
cool.
I want to talk about 2 new fuses. The first one I want to talk about is Sidekick, which I'm going to have Tom and Clock pick and represent. And I'll go ahead and take Juggernaut. Fight as a single champion with enhanced powers. We're going to talk about those powers in a second.
Okay. All right.
We'll first talk about Sidekick a little bit. A lot of y'all asked us hey, I want to learn this game, but I kind of want to learn the support role. I want to help my friend, but maybe not be the star of the show when I really haven't taken the time to learn the game or learn a specific character and not have all that pressure on me. So we listened. And so, we came up with this fuse called Sidekick, where the character that you start with on point, they never switch out. However, your friend can come in and perform an assist, but they don't switch out ever there. They can also do charge assist. So you remember before I was like, hey, those are gone from the game except for Sidekick. So Tom, if you hold the team button, see the old charge assist is back. Already they're hitting that synergy. Another cool thing is, this Sidekick can actually get up to 5 bars a meter. And so I have a meter maxed out now, but you see us both with 5 bars. For Sidekick, your point character gets a little bit of a health boost, along with a defensive boost, once they're at 20% or less health. 30% less health, apologies. The cool thing is that the assist can perform a super in tandem with their point character.
Okay.
So,
let's see that.
Do that. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my S2 Super Tom, and then you can just mash your Time Winder Super.
We'll try.
There you go.
Cool. So it's kind of like some Marvel vs. Capcom type stuff. Kind of reminds me of MVC2.
If you notice, Sidekick has Fury Break at the start. We used to call the combo breaker system in our game dynamic save.
It's a mouthful.
It's a lot of words, all right? And so we now just call it break. When one of your champions dies, your remaining champion will get 50% of their break meter, and it will change to this new meter at the top you see called Fury Break. These 2 fuses, Sidekick and Solo, they actually start off with Fury because, of course, they don't have another champ. The really cool thing about Sidekick is that the assist character, the assist champion, the person using it, can actually reduce the combo damage their point is receiving. We call it combo softener internally, and it makes this really cool visual and sound effect. And you start to learn the timing of combos subconsciously when you're doing it, but you really feel like you can help out.
How do you do it?
So basically, you press any attack button the moment that the opponent's attack lands.
So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see you do this. The little blue glow is the softener. Ooh,
a little too early, but yeah,
terrible.
You got it.
All right.
So it's actually really fun to learn the timing and help out in that way. Again, it's just another way for someone to play a support role as a Sidekick. Then I want to talk about Juggernaut. So that's
I'm not entirely sure I feel that's a very good thing. I don't think it is.
We talked to a lot of players that let us know hey, I really want to get into this game, but I really want to start by just learning a single champion. I don't even want to learn another champion to call assists or help out. Just want to focus really on one specific character and learn him to the max. And when I'm comfortable, start to branch out. As a result, we created this Juggernaut fuse, and you literally just have one champion. You start with them. You start with 2 meters, similar to Sidekick. There's a max of 5. You gain a health and a health boost, and you gain a defensive boost when you're at 30% or less health. You also don't have access to assists. You have access to Fury Break at the round start, similar to Sidekick. This one's interesting in that you can cast self double down, meaning you can do super into super or super into ultimate.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and show
That's
you what
pretty
that
cool.
looks like. So we'll do this, and I can do S2 super. I did a little early, but you kind of get the idea, right? You pop it, wait for the juice to happen, maybe
Hey, Sean,
run up.
I noticed like you're playing as just as Yasuo, but you picked 2 champs.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to tell a little bit about that, Clark?
Yeah, so Sidekick and Juggernaut, they're unique in that during gameplay, the point and the assists cannot switch roles. However, during pre-round agency, so when it says ready, fight, we allow in all the fuses for players to switch by holding the team button, then it could do a quick tag. That's also the same case for Juggernaut and
Yeah,
Sidekick.
so that's been in the original
in
one.
the case of
Yeah,
Sidekick,
I like that. I like that
I'm
ability.
Sean's sidekick, but maybe the next round we want to switch it up a bit. We can switch at the beginning of the round, and then I am the new point character, and then Sean is my sidekick. Same for Juggernaut as well. If you can pick 2 characters. You don't even have to play the second character, but you can always switch between them from round to round.
Say like Tom and Clark are just rocking my Yasuo, and I lose that round, but I've done a little bit of look ahead. I know they're not good against Darius, so at the start of the next round, I'll just hold that team button and switch to Darius. But again, that round, I got only Darius.
You're locked in.
Darius.
Yep. Another mechanic that only Juggernaut gets access to, which is something we call eject. And so, because the team button has no assist to call, and there's no tag launcher.
It's kind of like a
another
snapback,
champion to
right?
tag
It
to,
just knocks
this
the other.
hitting team causes this eject state, which
Yeah, and
forces
then
their
makes-
point
yep.
character out and forces that assist character in, and now that's their new point. And so you could do things like this, and there's a little bit of guess, Clock's amazing. He got that block. Please don't gas him up too much. I won't be able to deal with that. But
What can I say? What can I
he
say?
does a good defense.
Freaking just
But again,
guard like a boss.
Juggernaut was just something that we really wanted, folks to just focus on that one character and get in there and get in the mix. And so you also notice again, it starts with Fury right out the gate. And again, we'll talk a little bit about Fury later. The next thing I want to talk about was Limit Strike. So again, this is along the lines of really just enabling y'all to have some really interesting decisions in all kinds of situations at various points of the fight. One of the ways our combos work is that if you do what we call a major reaction, like a ground bounce or a wall bounce or a tumble, you do one of those in the combo, you don't get another one. So if you try to do another one, it just ends the combo. But now, depending on what you end the combo with, you get a little bit of a bonus on top of it. So I'll give you an example. If you end a combo after you've already done a reaction with a ground bounce, you get extra damage. If you do another wall bounce, you get extra meter. So you see extra meter bonus pops up on the bottom left. And if you do another tumble, if I was good enough, it does a hard knockdown.
Yeah, and from
Cool.
that hard knockdown, I can't roll forward or back, so I'm kind of stuck holding whatever mix-up they have.
Okay.
Another thing I want to talk about was meter and damage decoupling. So we saw a lot of routes in Alpha Lab 1 that kind of resulted in, how do I get the hard knockdown? And hey, what is the most damage and meter I can get to get there? But in Alpha Lab 1, these things, meter and damage, weren't decoupled. So it meant a lot of the decisions around the routes that you would pursue just weren't very interesting. As a result, in this new version that you're going to play, meter and damage are now separated from one another. And attacks build up very specific amounts of meter, independent of the damage done. And this just allows you to choose hey, do I want to pick a specific route for damage, or do this other route that might do less damage but maybe gives me more meter, or even positioning as well.
Yeah, so this combined with the limit strike system, we really want to give players
Fuck
a lot
yeah,
of
man.
decision making within their combos based on how they start.
The
based on
combo
how
is
they
just
wanna
beast,
end,
dude.
and
It's
their
amazing. I
champions
love it.
and how they
Okay,
can
so it just
capitalize
seems
on
like the
different
combos are
advantages.
still there, and it just seems like it's gonna still be an
And,
amazing,
Clark talked a
flashy,
little bit
fun,
about, hard
just
knockdown,
over the top,
limiting some
crazy
options.
game.
And so,
But as long
we'll
as
talk a
they,
little bit more
reduce the
about that.
damage, to
We
where it's just
actually,
you're not killing
give you
people
some
in one
options
hit,
when you get
I'm
knocked
fine.
down, so that you're not just stuck there and having to just guess for your life all the time over and over again, and literally just stuck in
So,
it forever.
what
Just,
are they saying here?
Gave you some options when you get knocked down, so that you're not just stuck there and having to just guess
Okay,
for
so what
your
are the
life
options?
all the time over and over again, and literally just stuck in the forever vortex off of everything. So when we knock you down, actually let me use a different one. I'll just okay,
Seriously,
I'll just-
there was something that I had a problem with when it came to the wake up system in the game, to where it only seemed to be just one thing, and there were actually it was one universal thing that happened, but there were ways to be able to stop it and just not even have to worry about it and still continue your combo, because they're not going to be stuck in punish or recovery frames. So that's why I feel like maybe they should have something to where it has a vertical hitbox for wake up 2, because you can do it with both, like the same exact thing for like either special 1 or special 2 with the right timing. One should have like more of a vertical hitbox. The other one should have more like a horizontal hitbox. That's how I felt it should be. So hopefully they've done something here with the wake up system to, be a little bit better.
You have a bunch of options now. So you can hold forward and roll forward. And this, as you saw, this does go through you. And this can be a way to get you out the corner. You can also hold backwards and roll back. And then you still can use your get up attack as well.
Yeah, and this right here is the problem. This here is the issue right here, right? You do that, and it just doesn't have like enough of a vertical hitbox.
To the get up attack, and that it breaks armor now, so you can't just like blow through get up attacks with armor.
Yeah, we were seeing a lot of folks just really reduce all the decisions on wake up just by getting some ice on Brahm's shield and doing an armored swing, and even beating get up attack was pretty rough. I want to talk a little bit about assist speed as well, and so some of the assists in our game were just flying in way too quick, like. They just instantly appear, like Darius Scholler, Echo Chrono Strike, Ari Spirit Rush. It was like right away. There was like no reaction time whatsoever. And so we slowed it down a little bit. So the assist that comes in, it went from 10 frames to 15 frames, and just allowing for a little bit more interaction as well. So like I was even able to I wouldn't have been able to block that before. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, so let's talk about the feedback surrounding player agency. We heard that most players didn't mind making mistakes, but did mind when they frequently found themselves in zero agency states for long periods of time. So we've been working on some changes designed to increase the fun uptime and reduce the amount of time you spend trapped in the corner, getting comboed, et cetera, et cetera. So first up, let's talk about dynamic save. We're now calling dynamic save break. And yeah, the hitbox now gets bigger over time, and then blocking break is easier to combo from. So you also get 50% break meter after a champion dies. Why? Well, we saw and heard that how hard it was to make a comeback. So even when folks were evenly skilled, it's hard to make a comeback. As a result, we removed Fury as a fuse and now have a new system called Fury Break. It shows up in some of the new fuses. So when a champion dies, you gain 50% break meter and becomes Fury Break, which gives you a 25% damage boost and a 25% damage reduction. You can activate this the same way as you activate Break by pressing, S1 or S2 plus a team button. Of course, if you're playing duos, then your duo does that for you. There are several types of Fury Break activation. So Sean's doing it offensively. So you do it in the middle of a combo. It does a wall bounce.
So it's similar to X Factor from UMVC3 and MVC3?
To increase your damage, or do it at the beginning of the combo to increase your damage. The bonuses that you get, so like the damage reduction and the damage boost, it allows for 10 seconds when you do it offensively. Similarly, if you do it defensively, you get those same bonuses. So you can Fury Break here. Yeah. So similarly, Sean has Fury Break activated right now, also lasts 10 seconds. The big difference is that if he does it in neutral, so if he doesn't do it offensively or defensively, just does it in neutral, the bonus actually lasts for 20 seconds. So
okay.
20 seconds?
20 seconds. So, but
you
that
double the power.
Combo, and that also means you can't use it to save yourself. So it's the sort of trade-off.
Sure. One of the great things about Fury Break is when you're in that Fury state, you can dash cancel, and it removes 5 seconds off the clock. So after your remaining time, rather. And so I'll go ahead and show you. I have it on. You can dash cancel any special or normal, as long as you have it left on hit or block, which is really powerful.
Okay.
And so I'll show you like some fun stuff. Let's see if clock can block this.
Oh my.
So.
Yeah, I would block the second part.
I mean, there's a lot of would'ves. It's kind of the idea of like, hey, you're in this Fury state. It's still similar. We call it Fury Break. It's still similar. Like it works like a combo breaker. You can still like get them off of you and have a little bit of time. But hey, if you want to use this thing offensively, if you want to like pressure, like if you just block, like, sorry if I do this. They're stuck there for a second. So like they have to guess now. Like
okay. All right. I mean, I don't know, it kind of feels like it's going to be similar to the heat system or to the
Fury Break. I know again we showed like Juggernaut
overdrive meter and all that type of stuff, which people obviously have problems with.
They only have those.
But I don't know. I mean, I just feel like because of the different fuses and everything, I feel like that's probably where it's going to come. It's going to come down to like what fuse can probably like outdo another fuse, maybe. But I feel like there's plenty here. There's plenty of options for people, and I kind of like the idea, but I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna have to see how annoying it is, basically. So.
But any other fuse like double down, 2x assist, freestyle. Once your first champion dies, just remember you get that 50% Fury Break meter, and Fury Break is on. It's ready to go. Like once you decide to use it.
Cool. So let's talk about push block. We got a lot of feedback in Alpha Lab 1 that push block was just not available enough. It cost 1 bar, so the cost was pretty steep.
Yeah.
And also, if you didn't have any meter, then you were just stuck and you couldn't push block at all. So
yeah.
Now it no longer costs a bar of super meter.
Okay.
Now it's performed by pressing the team button while you're blocking. And if you are the assist, then the assist is the one responsible for the push block. Internally we call this push assist. So this shares a cooldown with your assist, and also allows you to handshake tag after a successful push assist.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So
nice.
Much more available now. You have to make a choice between calling your assist and offensive pressure versus defense. And if you're playing with a duo, your duo is responsible for protecting you from pressure. So yeah, Tom, you got to help me out here with getting Sean off of me.
Well, let's see.
There you go. All right. Get off, Sean. Get the hell out of here.
So AirTech, we saw a lot of combos which were not, real combos during Alpha Lab 1 since folks were not AirTeching, and holding a normal attack button while getting comboed was just really unintuitive. So we decided to make it occur automatically.
Clock, this seems cool, but say I do a combo and you AirTech back, right?
Yeah.
Can't I just juggle you there for a long time?
So what we've done to combat that is you can opt out of the automatic AirTech by holding down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we want to prevent any sort of checkmate situations and give you another option to protect against offense. But of course, if I'm holding down and Sean knows I'm holding down, he can just launch me again or something, He can just keep hitting me.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's great.
All right.
Yeah, so not a real combo, but that's the sort of trade-off.
Gotta make the right read.
AirTeching and not AirTeching.
We do take those, though. We do take those.
We take those, yes,
So,
definitely.
OTG changes in Alpha Lab 1, we heard a lot of feedback that, it was pretty boring to end a combo with an OTG, which in Alpha Lab 1, it forced the back roll, and then it really put you, at your opponent's mercy to their wake-up games, right? So now when you do a weak OTG on the ground, we give you the same suite of get-up actions as we do for other knockdowns. Yeah, I can roll back.
Forward.
And I can do my get-up attack.
Oh, yeah, okay. So probably roll back,
Another
roll forward.
one that we focused on was reducing
And then
combo length. Combos were too long or felt too long. We made a lot of adjustments with the goal of just shortening them in the feel in general. So for one, you can no longer call assists after a tag launcher. You can also no longer tag after performing a double down super or supers with both champions in one combo. As an example, in Alpha Lab 1, we were seeing combos with multiple double downs in them, and it was taking a very long time. We also reduced hit pause across the board, which we talked about a little earlier. This really makes combos feel a lot shorter. It also makes the game feel a little bit faster as well.
I just don't know if I really like that. If it's going to take away some things that I really enjoyed. We'll have to find out.
I also want to talk a little bit about red health regeneration. There are a lot of games where a champion would get damaged with a lot of remaining red health, and then once that red goes away, you see that gray there, and that gray is what actually heals up. People would just literally run away for a really long time, and a big factor in this was not just how easy it was to run away, but mainly just how long it took for that health to regenerate. We made a regenerate at a speed which just allows players to get back into the action faster and make a decision where it's hey, this player's going to come online pretty soon. Let me get back out there. And then I want to talk a little bit about dead assists. Dead assists? What are you talking about? Well, a big change we made is really allowing you to use your assists after they've been KO'd. You see Echo off screen only has 2 bars. So even though Echo's KO'd, Tom can still do assists, can do super assists. So he's still very much in the action. And we've actually just found that a lot more fun. And when you combine that with him being able to push block with the team button, there's a lot to do, even if you accidentally get KO'd early. Or are you going to go ahead and use this super assist? You're going to use it now and clutch out the round? You're going to waste it, and then your teammate's going to be like, oh my God, you should have saved it for the next round. Now that's your decision. That's you, and then that fight is yours to fight with your teammate as well. We still want there to be some counterplay, so like I said before, Tom, if you call your assist out, yep, and you'll notice that's a 7-second cooldown, and
he's still got
a
some
long
bar
time, and so you can get your window back to try to turn the tides there.
Finally, we felt like super jumps were too predictable and also received similar feedback in that vein. So as a result, we allow you to hold forward, back, or down to drift in these directions for a super jump, allowing you to keep your opponent guessing and have a bit more freedom in how you navigate a number of situations. So this is my regular super jump right here, right? I can get that same distance and like hold it back. You can also hold down when you super jump to sort of affect the angle that much more. So we just wanted to give you a little bit more agency over your jump arc with super jumps. Yeah, we had a lot of work that we wanted to do in order to improve clarity and excitement, whether you're playing or spectating. It's also lined up with a ton of feedback that you all provided us around experiencing both. One note we heard was sometimes in a match, champions were too close together and it was pretty hard to tell what was happening. So as a result, we increased the collision pill size so that now they are more visually separated during combat. Assist cooldown. So we heard from you all that the location for the assist cooldown timer was too far from the action. So we centralized this around the match timer. That way, it's easier to see in the middle than it is on the sides of the screen where it was before.
Okay.
Another thing that we heard.
I never had a problem with that, but
were really fast and hard to follow up on. So we changed the animation for it and slowed it down a bit to make for easier combos. So here, I'm gonna jump up so you can combo me. Yeah, and so Jinx right here is falling much slower than she would have in Alpha Lab 1, so it just makes it a lot easier to follow up on. So handshake tag, we received a lot of feedback that handshake tag, while your assist was getting hit, was not only confusing but frustrating as well. So we just took that functionality out. So Tom, maybe. Yeah. Tom, you come, yeah. And then I'm gonna try to handshake tag and I can't.
Oh.
Yeah. So get hit one more time.
Yeah, that always fails.
Yeah. So I'm trying to handshake tag and I can't.
Okay. All right, that's pretty good. That's good.
So bad block indicators. So we heard that sometimes it's really hard to understand how you got opened up, especially in hectic, heat of the moment battles. So we decided to add an indicator for incorrect blocking. So for example, I'm going to be blocking low here, and Sean's going to hit me high.
Let me just stand. Let me hit you with the normal low, just so you can see the difference. Got it. So just stand there.
Yeah. So that's me getting hit normally, and then this is me, blocking high.
See the yellow shards coming off.
Yeah. And same thing with overheads.
Okay.
And you can
That's
see
pretty
here
good.
that we've actually, the colors are a bit more striking, whether it's high or low, so that you can tell the difference between getting hit high or low. So you'll know exactly why you got hit, and you'll be able to defend against those situations in the future. So celebrating outplays. Finally, when you do something amazing, we want to make sure that everyone in and out of the game knows it, and the height matches and skill required to reach this moment. So now a successful physical parry, we put some presentation on it. So we slowed it down. Yeah,
She just stops you with her ass.
On it, so, we've slowed it down. Yeah, first try.
I definitely wanted to play Jinx. Now I really want to play Jinx.
Presentation on it. We added some time dial.
But she actually hits you with her ass, and that's great, because I just love any character that hits you with their ass. It's just comical. It's like Peach from Smash Brothers.
And presentation.
The booty bash is just one of the greatest attacks in gaming history, I feel.
When you punish a retreating guard. When you block high and then. Okay, so as you can see, we have some, we're slowing down for additional hit pause as well. Some of the effects were, we consider this a big
Okay.
output moment.
All right.
Yeah, it's also pretty cool since you have a little bit more time to hit confirm and see what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I'll show you. Go
Ooh.
So
Keep dropping it.
do something special there.
You have a little bit more time, but yeah, he still can't do it. There you go. All right.
We got there.
Yeah, so it's presentation, clarity, but also gives you a bit more time to get confirmed.
As you guys have seen, Jinx is our newest champion. We are super excited. She is our take on a zoner character. It's really important that we have a broad.
It would also be a great zoner character,
Miss
Misfortune. I really hope Misfortune is going to be on the playable roster really soon after this game comes out.
She's created all these gadgets, and she uses them to fight and keep you at bay and frustrate you. She's all about disruption, chaos, explosions, and just has a lot of fun doing it. And her game plan is basically to kind of fill the screen with garbage and stay one step ahead of you, frustrate you, confuse you, and just take you down that way.
God, I love her taunts. They're so good.
Yeah.
I'll start with her normals. You know, she's got a little light, medium, heavy. And she's got her little crouch light, medium, heavy. Her down forward light's a little slide. You know,
Okay.
Some distance. And then, you know, she's got like a running medium attack, which is, you know, the low, and you can combo off of it, which is really cool.
Cool.
So she can go in. You know, she's not just keep you out forever. Like, you might want to pick your spots to go in. She's also got down forward heavy, you know, which is an overhead. And you know, she can combo off of it and do some stuff there. But yeah, she's got like a couple things here, and one thing I want to call out too is her M's all use her Zapper, and that will actually come into play with how it interacts with her kit, which I'll go over in a second. I want to talk about her specials. So she's bringing out Pow Pow, and she's shooting that machine gun. The cool thing is, as you
Doesn't
saw,
seem like it goes full
mine
screen
only did
though.
6 hits, but Clocks did 12. It's because you can hold it. So you just want to hold it and grind it out. You can. Which is really fun. You can also hold up to extend it, and so you can hold it and then hold up and hold it. And you can get 20 hits out of this thing, which is pretty fun.
All right.
You know, we'll talk about like yeah, that's a really cool point as well. One of Jinx's unique abilities is that she can cancel her S1s into her S2, and so her S2 is missile, and she can cancel this on hit or block into missile.
Okay.
You can lift them up and then cancel into a missile and things like
Cool.
that. So she does have a lot of opportunities to use both her S1 or S2 specials together. Talking a little bit, she has a back S1, which is a nice little like anti-air spread, which again, you can combo this into missile like when they jump in and try to follow up, which is really cool. She's got an air S1, so she's grinding it out mid-air, which is really cool as well. And you can, again, combo that into missile. So I'll go ahead and just show you real quick. You can cancel it right away. So
Cool.
that is unique to
Right
her.
on.
All right, let's talk about her S2 specials. So that's her rocket. She's shooting that out of her awesome weapon, Fishbones. You can shoot one on the ground. You can shoot it in the air. You can also hold it, which takes a second to come out, but then it flies out really fast. She can also shoot it down while she's in the air. And this hits you. It also hits OTG, so you can do some cool, fun stuff with that. She's also got down S2, which is a rocket jump. She can hit down, down forward, or down back. So it's a really unique movement option that she can act out of. And it also hits OTG, so you can find some fun stuff with that. And then
Cool.
she has a back S2. So you might notice this meter just above the super bars with her Zapper. When it's full, you hit back S2. She shoots a Zapper projectile, and this thing lights you up, electrifies you, and you get a free follow-up.
Yeah, so basically stuns them.
I know you're trying to go for that Zapper combo. Look, we definitely got that on tape, all right? Also, I want to talk a lot about like her traps and how her kind of kit like revolves around and interacts with them. So the first thing is she's got chompers. You do this with forward S1, and you tap it, and it has this little patrol of like front, back, and then after a bit of time, it explodes. Again, for counterplay, if you hit her or she blocks, like it goes away. You can
Okay.
also just knock that thing away with projectiles or attacks, and
Nice.
it'll disappear. Then
Nice.
she can also hold forward S1 and throw the chomper, and that's actually really cool. You notice the eyes are completely off when she's throwing it. Is not active. So go ahead and throw it at me, Clock. So even though it hit me, it's still on the ground active. But then once it's active, if it touches you, it's gonna lock on. It's gonna explode after a little bit of time.
Okay.
So the name of the game is like, do you put it out? But then do you use your buttons in really cool ways to get it over to the opponent, right? And so,
That's pretty cool, man.
You know, like when you look at this like crouch in.
Oh, I
you
want to
look
see
at
some
this
crazy
S1,
stuff with this.
There's a
I'm gonna try to
lot
do
of
some
ways
crazy
you
stuff
can
with
interact
this.
chompers. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. That's actually ridiculous.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So maybe they took away some of the things that
and another really
I
cool
liked,
thing,
but
too, is,
I'm just hoping that maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. But they said something about like I think like the assist like or bouncing or something like that, like maybe like aerial or something. I forgot exactly what the hell they said, but I remember like the Yasuo combo that he was doing looked really cool, really flashy, and kind of maybe it just gave me hope that it was going to be you know, like it was before with Alpha Lab. But we'll see. We'll have to see when the next thing comes out. You know, and hopefully I'll be a part of it so I can check it out myself.
You know, when you do a team that calls chompers, you notice it attaches on block even, and they have to like you can parry the explosion, but it's something they really have to pay attention to.
Okay.
And then of course,
So it seems like it's gonna be really annoying.
Her S2. Was that a parry attempt? That I saw there?
Maybe.
That's, okay, let's see. We're gonna give you a chance. Okay, we got there. That's like
Okay.
one of her little traps. Another one is monkey. So you do this with down S1, and she puts this monkey out, and it'll go across the screen. And once it reaches the champion, it explodes, the enemy champion.
Okay.
However, you can hit the down S1 again, and she can raise or lower the height, which is really fun. And as Tom mentioned before, hey, hitting the chompers with like, you know, her specials and normals, you can do the same thing with Monkey as well. You can smack it, they kind of bounce into each other.
Just
and then,
smack
like,
the
you can
piss
do
out
stuff
the
like
monkey.
this. Here, I'll go
You
ahead and
can
set it,
you can spank the monkey.
to the middle. So just don't move. So don't move at all. So you can do stuff like this. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can try it.
That's gonna be fun.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of really clever things you can do with it. Like
Totally.
And it really depends on your timing and how you execute there. But another cool thing that you can do with the monkey.
It's gonna take me a while to learn this stuff, but trust me, like I'm gonna do what I can to come up with some cool shit.
Special, you know, under with the bar at the bottom of the screen, but also your M button. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if you hit it, it actually like gets charged. It goes faster. And then
it will stun, similar to the gun thing.
Quickly electrify them. You get a combo afterwards, which is.
What about the other gun? Like, can you combo?
Same, if you do this with the zapper, and maybe that hits, maybe it doesn't. You know, we'll see if you can time it better than I can. But again, this one's a little interesting. That's really durable. Projectiles. So if you just you hit it with a normal attack, it'll kill it. But try to shoot rockets at it. Yeah, so the projectiles just push it back really, and so that's one of the strengths compared to Chompers, which just gets destroyed by everything. And so I want to talk a little bit about her supers. So her S1 super, which you remember, it's S1 plus any normal. So we're gonna do S1 and L. She puts this big rocket in there, and a bunch of fireworks occur. So a really cool thing you can do is you can just like run up and do like light, medium, heavy, hold S1, up S1, and then do her S1 super and get that rocket going.
Boom!
And this is a
Get
really
exploded.
fun super because if you can get them in the sweet spot of the explosions, it does a ton of damage. Also, you know, it's good to catch jumpers. And another thing I want to talk about a little bit as well is her S2 super. So this one is she takes that zapper and charges it and shoots a big beam. It doesn't do as much damage as the fireworks in the sweet spot, but it's great for killing assists. You know, and hitting like multiple people at once. Also, once you activate it, after the activation, you can hold up and angle it upwards.
Okay.
So you can do it. You know, if someone tries to jump, you can react during that freeze.
And you can do it in the air
You can
too.
also shoot it straight in the air or straight down, as Clock showed. And we'll see if we can get this guy going.
It's so easy.
I'm just really bad at this game. There we go. I was doing the wrong one. I was doing S1. And so yeah, you can shoot that down. You can shoot it straight. See, he tried to parry it. Oh, let's see if he can parry this thing. Hold on, let's see if he can parry this. Let's hit.
Oh, he was getting it. He was getting
You
it.
hit the team play, but we like the attempt. If y'all can parry that, send me a clip. Send us all a clip. We want to see it. And you better not whiff at the end either. It has to be like a parry and a punish.
Yeah, definitely.
That
So, you know,
side,
Evo
there's
37.
a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of utility with the beam. You have S1
Or Moment
plus
37.
S2, which is her ult. This is one of my favorites. It's really sick. So she hits this button, lets it rip, and this thing comes down and explodes and does a lot of damage. The really cool thing
Yeah,
is
like
it
half fucking health. That's
tracks
crazy.
its location a little bit, and that super mega death rocket will land like right in front of them.
Super
But
mega
also,
death rocket.
its height doesn't change, so if like they're in the air, it will hit them in the air as it's falling, which is really cool. Let's see if we can maybe manufacture that. Hit that button. Man. Yeah, so you see it brought Clock down.
Dude, it looks like it.
Which is really
I think it
cool
does
as
like
well.
over half health. Jeez.
And yeah, I showed you a little bit of the assist. I do want to show you the super assist, which is pretty cool. So she shoots a big spread. And you know, some of our
Gotta get
super
sprayed.
assists, they do look like existing supers in the game. But you know, sometimes we want to be a little bit different. And you know, we're definitely experimenting with a lot of different shapes here. Because it's a pretty fun moment when you come back and the assist helps and gets through it. And so go ahead and reset. We'll go ahead and set the health so I can show you a little bit about like a couple combos, maybe just to kind of like get the juices flowing. I'll go ahead and start with a really fun one that uses a couple of her traps. So you can throw the chompers out, throw this out, zap, wait for it to explode, throw it out, hit the beam. Let's see if I timed it right. Oh, I messed it up. I did double down. I was
Oh,
patient,
that
I was
that's cool,
patient,
bro.
I was
That's
patient.
cool though, dude. Like that's
It does take
crazy
a little
shit
bit of
right
vision.
there.
I do have to double down.
So yes, you definitely can't
We'll
get like
try
2
and see if
zaps
we
in
can
one
do it.
combo. Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can try it. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll do this. That. Wait for the chompers to explode. Throw it. Beam. Is that gonna hit?
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
Oh, you
Unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't do it.
too soon?
I did it too early, but you get the idea.
Some basic stuff?
Totally.
Yeah.
What are some bread and butters?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one cool thing you can do is like I said before, down forward heavy is her overhead, and you can do something like that where you can do a rocket jump, immediately like cancel that into her air S1, and then go right into the laser.
That's 2, you mean? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
one
sure
of the
that's
bread
2.
and butters I use is just sort of like a mid-screen combo that I showed earlier, which is wrong super.
Oh,
That can
fuck.
hit?
I don't
No.
think so.
But I mean, it
You
will
can
still
do
like
this really
stop
good
them from
job.
doing
Try
things
it.
because the
Oh, yeah,
fireworks
let me-
raining down.
let me,
So
let me go. Yeah, so it's just like light, medium, heavy, full hold, cancel on a rocket, zap.
Into zap,
If I was
yeah.
if I was a little quicker, should we get the full? Oh, we got the full. We get the full. Let's see you do it.
I'm gonna aim it up.
okay,
There
so you
go.
can do it like that, yeah.
That's nice. I'll go ahead and yeah, like the one I think is the most fun is really just like light, medium, heavy. Hold this, lift it up, and then do the fireworks. The cool thing is you can start setting up. So I'm putting a monkey out. I'm throwing a chompers, and there's like already stuff coming out. And I'm just thinking, how
Very
dare you
good,
hit that
very
thing
good.
down?
I get it
That's
outta here.
disrespectful. Let me go ahead. And,
Nah, that's
I
trap
wanna show you,
character
like,
right there.
two
That's
more
trap
really
character
fun
specialist.
combos
So
again.
basically, it's
Kinda
like
get
she's
these
not
fun.
really a
These are
zoner.
pretty
She's
hard.
actually a trap
They
character.
took me some time to practice. I didn't make these up. Shout out to the team that made them up. So one of the things I wanted to show off was this unique normal she has back heavy. And this is cool because it puts her airborne. So you can shoot a missile right after it. You can do a lot of really cool stuff after it. So I want to kind of show you one thing that's cool. We'll see if we can get it here. There we go. There we go.
And of course, you can just set things up, obviously, at
How
that
you
point.
use her
So,
normals in
dude, yes,
conjunction
dude.
with, all of her
Yes.
traps is just what really like makes her fun, you know, to a lot of us, and we're excited to see you all like dig into it. I'll leave you off with just one more. This one's like pretty hard for me, and so I'm gonna need a lot of tries. I need some cheering from y'all. to
Take your
see if you
time,
can
man.
believe
Take
in
your
Sean.
time.
This
You
one
got
I'm gonna-
this.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to use Darius assist and use some traps here. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Boom. Boom.
All right,
Do
that didn't
that.
get there.
See, I feel like this is the reason why I don't want to try to do this type of stuff myself. You see what I'm saying?
We did it. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
That's the kind of reason why I don't really want to try to do stuff like that myself. I practice on things because, like, I do drop things way too often, and it does take me a little bit of time to figure things out, right? And it's like, even with simple stuff, right? Even things that I'm kind of familiar with, like, I could do like a new like June combo or something like that, and because like I'm doing one specific thing differently, or maybe just a couple of things differently, I'm probably gonna screw up, right? So it's just, I don't really like stuff like that, and I don't really think it's very entertaining to watch. And I feel like I don't really have a, we'll say, dedicated audience yet, right? So, still working on that, of course. Yeah.
So
Sub
many
if you're
interactions,
interested,
that you all
obviously.
can come up with here, and we can't wait to see you just like really break it open.
So,
I can't wait to be a part of this. Hopefully, I am part of Alpha Lab
yeah.
too,
Yeah, let's do
because
it.
God, this is gonna
yeah, I
be
was figuring we could
this game,
actually do
dude.
this
It
and,
was so fun
the
for
new
the
rank
first
lobby
one,
that
and
we're
I'm really
doing.
hoping that like a lot of that fun comes back. A lot
Everything
of what
we
I've seen
run
here is
through
cool,
today
but I'm
and
just kind of
more
worried about the whole
will be
like assist
available in
thing because it
Alpha
was
Lab
like.
2. That
I mean, it
playtest
seemed
is
fun
going to
because they
run
were
from
using
April
assists, so it's
15th
like,
to
yeah, it should be
20th in the
fun.
United
Everything should be
States,
good
Canada,
because
and
all that crazy
Brazil.
shit that they were just doing there,
We really want to know
it looks
how
great.
these changes are landing for you compared to Alpha Lab 1. So be sure to
I'm-
tell us
I'm
what you
digging
think
it.
if you're invited.
I'm digging it.
As we continue to put together this game and understand our path to launch, we'll be sure
Yeah,
to
'cause
invite
I think they
you
were just saying it right here.
20th in the United States, Canada. Everything we've run through today and more will be available in Alpha Lab 2. That playtest is going to run from April 18th to 20th in the United States, Canada, and Brazil.
Which kind of sucks for me specifically because that's like WrestleMania weekend, so like I'm gonna get stuff done guaranteed because I only have to work 1 day a week. I would like to be able to get my second day back. I can't do that, so not gonna bitch about that now. But the point is, I'm going to play. I'm gonna play as much as I can on that time, or during that time. But I do believe it's going to be starting around, I think, 7 to 8, when it comes to WrestleMania. So, like, it's across Saturday and Sunday, not Friday, so I should be able to have plenty of time there. But I still have other things I'm trying to do for the channel, of course, too, which is the Tekken 8 stuff and Street Fighter 6 and the rank sessions as well. So, hopefully I will have enough time to be able to get all this type of stuff done. But I feel like I might actually prioritize this here, so there might be a week without Tekken 8 or even Street Fighter 6, but it's just because I'm super excited about this game, and I really feel like this is going to be another game here that I'm be playing probably as much as Tekken 8, and I might even just do like 3 Tekken 8 rank sessions a week, and then 3 of these, because this game, as I said, I had a lot of fun with the Alpha Lab. So let's finish up this thing here. We got about 10 more minutes. I really didn't want this thing to drag on too long, but I kept stopping. I do apologize. Anyway, I was talking over that.
April 18th to 20th in the United States, Canada, and Brazil. We really want to know how these changes are landing for you compared to Alpha Lab 1. So be sure to tell us what you think if you're invited. As we continue to
hopefully I am invited. Jesus.
Path to launch, we'll be sure to keep you in the loop. So stay tuned for updates when we're ready. Can't say exactly when that will be, but I promise we're going to keep you guys well informed as we understand more. For now, let's go to the
pre-release gameplay. Expect some of this.
Right, thanks.
I gotta say, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, honestly, this is like the first one I ever watched. This is like, I found this more entertaining than the combat casts, right? Talking about stuff like that. At least it was a lot shorter than Tekken Talks. I never watched a Tekken Talk. I don't have the time for like 3+ freaking hours of a stream, right? If I'm gonna do a 3+ hour stream, we'll be playing a game, all right? I'll just react to, you know, trailers or whatever. Right. Jinx has got that like Harley Quinn type of style to her that I just love. She just seems so goofy and over the top and crazy. I love it. I wonder, can you get like something? Can you get like an OTG off of the throw? Because I do believe there are certain throws that you could do that with. I think Alawi's, one of Alawi's throws allow you to do it. Well, there you go. Aerial throw, as I say it. Peace, Braum. All right, so we get who's winning here? I mean, Jinx is obviously winning, but what's Jinx? Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, dude, damn, that sucks. Oh, dead. Okay. Like I said, I'm loving Jinx, man. I'm loving Jinx. She looks super cool, super fun. I feel like along with Ari, I think it's just going to be great. Plus, I'd also like to see the synergy that Alawi gives her, because I enjoyed Alawi as well. She was like the muscle mommy of the game. Nice. Ooh, very good. I think they were saying that actually has like invincibility frames. The launcher. Peace! Okay, it's not peace, but that's a lot of damage. Alright, she dead. I can't see this come back. I can't see it happening. I want to be surprised, though. OTG. Nope, missed it. That's a no TG right there. Ooh, dead. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get another one. I like it. His color scheme, dude. Not fucking color scheme, costume right there. That's something I try to do. I try to have like color coordinated characters when I was playing the beta or the alpha lab. Have like black and white Ari and black and white Alawi. This looks super cool. I wonder if you can do an OTG off that and they're just mistiming it. That is a punish. Okay, well you got to be careful with that overhead there. Nice punish. Damn, they were getting screwed. Getting jacked up by Darius. Peace. Freaking peace. Shipped out. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Jesus. I hope the dashing is still there, right? Because I know that like it has some really fun wave dashing in the first Alpha Lab, so I really hope that's still there. I know that we're talking about some kind of wave dashing, but it didn't really look like the same thing that I'm talking about, right? Ooh. There is no TG. Oh, mistimed it. Mistimed that follow-up. Or probably didn't do the right thing. Nice. Boom. Not dead yet, though. Oh, dude, what a change. What a change. What a switch. That was good. Yeah, it seems like the wave dashing might be kind of there, because that little movement here that they were just doing. This right here. Yeah, it seems like it's still there. Nice parry. Super cool as well. Oh, look at the combos. Dead. Oh.
All hubris is felt with the weight of an axe.
Damn, dude. This I cannot wait for this freaking game, dude. We have what? Oh, we have Alawi as well. Yeah, give me it. Give me Alawi. Be nice if we can get some Ahri action. I would love to see some of that. See if there's any like changes they made. I probably wouldn't be able to tell though. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a bit of time since I played it, but trust me, the fun that I had, I haven't forgotten. I know some of my commentary videos I was just complaining and bitching because I usually do that. I'm sorry. Sorry for being a whiny turd. Nice. Nice. Oh, I feel like it's a replay. It's more like a reset. Oh, and that's a drop. It's an American reset. It's an American reset without the reset, basically. Oh, dude, they didn't have any meter. I was about to say. If they had meter, they definitely could kill there. The kid did one thing, the tentacle slam. The tentacle slam has like really good reach. I do believe it's unsafe, but that's only when you're close to her. Boom, bam. That right there. You could have done that earlier. But yeah. Ooh. Get slapped, Echo. Bam. Muscle mommy for the win. Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah, it seemed like their Lowy was getting a little fucked up there. Oh, happy birthday. Slapping that little thing around. This game is gonna be so fucking chaotic, and I love it. I can't wait for it. I know that they've only said like there's only gonna be like 10 characters at launch. That sucks, but I mean like, dude, what they're showing with like what you can do is pretty damn good. But I do agree, yes, it's very low for a tag fighter. But I do believe this game is going to be free to play. And hopefully it's not egregious. Oh! I'm just really hoping that you can just earn the characters for free by playing, right? I really hope it could be something like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Alright. Jinx is down. It's up to you, Alawi. I'm kind of biased here, so yeah, I want Alawi to win. Oh. Dead. Nope, not dead. Now she's dead. Okay. I think I would have got hit there. That was me. I feel like I would have got hit there. Shit, did not pay attention to the active person. Oh shit. That was nice. Nice counter. I think she's gonna get hit. Actually, no, that has like significant startup, so she might be able to block this. Yeah, she'd be able to block it. Damn, dude. Nice. Oh, man. I would definitely say tag, like, right now. There you go. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Very nice attempt. That's probably what I would have went with. Oh, dead. Peace, Echo. Alright. Like I said, I'm biased here. Ooh, dead. Alright. She's out. Okay, but Alawi is on this team, so I need the other Jinx to win. Let's go, dark hair, blue Jinx. Dark blue hair Jinx. Oh, well, nope. Oh man, I cannot wait for this game, dude. I really can't wait for this freaking game. Oh, it's so good. Say every gameplay update we've made in the last 6 months. It's just, I need this game. I really do need this game. But I don't really want this thing dragging on too long, so just kind of try to give my closing thoughts here and try to do it quickly enough. But yeah, man, I really hope that I'm going to be a part of Alpha Lab 2. I was a part of Alpha Lab 1. I do believe they were selected at random, I'm pretty sure, but I still want to give a shout out to the Riot Play or the Riot Games team, because honestly, dude, like, this fucking game here, I love so much. I just really want to play more of it. So hopefully I'll be a part of that, and I'll be able to test to see if a lot of the combos that I worked on will still work, right? Because I'm pretty sure I did something here. Hold on a minute. Let me just do something real quick. I'll be right back. Unfortunately, I forgot. I did not. I have it on my PS5, not on my computer here. I thought I had it on my computer, and I have it on my computer. But yeah, I love playing this game, dude, so much. I remember, like, in the twilight hours of the Alpha Lab, I was trying to work on, like, the legitimate RA stuff that I didn't really know about, but I was getting hit by a lot, and I was like, wait, what is going on here? And then after, like, watching the playback of, like, what the person was doing, I was like, wait a minute, you can do something like that? Let me see what I can do here. So started to cook up my own combo there. I wasn't getting TODs, but honestly, I don't want TODs, man. I don't want combos like that. I really don't. I want to be able to do chunky damage, sure, but I just don't want one-hit deaths. I don't like stuff like that. You have to guess for your life in these types of games because of just all the crazy chaos going on. So, I really do not want... I really just don't want TODs and stuff like this. But, yeah, man, I'm so looking forward to this. Let me know if y'all looking forward to this, because I am sure that I'm going to be playing this a lot, like I said. I just have a strong feeling. It's going to be like 3 rank sessions for this game, because I'm sure there's going to be a rank mode, but it's probably going to be 3 rank sessions a week for this game once I get into it. And of course, hopeful, fingers crossed, hands together, pray to the bright game gods that we're going to get Mistfortune soon enough, because... I mean, sexy pirate ladies, you can't go wrong. Anyway, Psycho War: The Last Valerian, wishing you the best. Thanking you all for watching. I hope that you